Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thankful Thursday. We missed Way by the Side Wednesday because it flew by and I couldn't do it. But I found so much out. I had to take a break for a moment because I have been just so busy finding things out. I watched something the other day and it made all sense. I have been hearing that we are on the wrong calendar. We are on the Gregorian calendar, which is the Roman calendar, and we are going to the Julian calendar. And the Julian calendar is like a couple months behind us. So we are not even in 2024 yet. We are still in 2023. So it was very eye-opening what I watched, and it's a prediction. And he also said that what I've been saying, because we are going to go through the Jubilee, the 50-year Jubilee, and we are in that, the Golden Jubilee, the year of release, land is returned, all debts canceled. 45 said we were going to celebrate a year of Jubilee and rest. Starts, it starts the greatest uh, blessings, revival, awakening, vindication, and opening of heaven. And it's March Madness. That is the new year, according to the Julian calendar. It can go either way on the dates. He said it's either March 14th, or it could be no later than the 25th, because the Julian calendar is 28 day cycles and it's 13 months. So everything, when this, they already have the Advent. It's called the new Advent calendar that is going to come out, because we are looking, Kim Clement said something, and they had played that video before he passed away. If anybody knows who Kim Clement is, he's a prophet. And he said that we're looking at the wrong clock. There's two clocks. And he was talking about the Julian calendar, Julian. We're on the Roman Gregorian calendar. So we are on the wrong time frame and the wrong calendar. So everybody's thinking this was supposed to happen in 2023, and it can't now because we're in February of 2024. No, we're not. We're still in 2023. So it was really interesting. And he said even Hebrew calendar, April would be the Julian calendar is March to 322. And that is skull and crossbones. So the 2 days before spring starts, the 20th. March wins. This is what I think it was Kim Clement, or it was this other prophet. March winds and April showers, setting the stage for April something supernatural in the next 7 days. And that's what he predicted a year ago. I think that was Kent Christmas. And it was really interesting because everything lined up. And they said everything falls and everything new. And the cards have been saying that. So I wanted everybody to realize what is coming, because the cards have all been pointing, and it just, I mean, it blew my mind, because some of the things that he said, we pulled the cards the other day. And I was watching uh David Wilcox has a new one out, Gaia. And it's 3 hours. I've only got through an hour of it, but it was really interesting. He said, notice your karma. Um, Everybody says you're going to get your karma back, but what are you doing? The karma will happen right away. He said, pay attention. And I've been paying attention, and it is true. Like, say you're having a bad moment and your karma is not balanced, or you're yelling, or you're doing something, and then all of a sudden you stub your toe, or you break a nail, or you trip, or something happens like that, you cut yourself. That's the karma. It comes back right away. So if you're giving out, really, like today, we had to go to Tally. We had 2 appointments and like a dozen places to go, and we were welcoming it, telling everybody, may every step in your journey be magical. We love you. Have a beautiful day. Blessings. And me and my husband were really happy. We met a lot of really nice people. So everybody that we got into contact with. We had a really nice day. But then it was funny because my husband gets really impatient towards the end of the day. Okay. So we go into this restaurant and we ordered the food, but we had to be at the hearing doctor by like a certain time. And we only had like a half hour. I'm like, no problem. We'll get it to go. And he's really impatient. We're gonna be late, we're gonna be late. And I said, we're not gonna be late, we're gonna be fine. It's about 15 minutes away. So they bring the food and we leave. And he was aggravated because he wasn't sure how far we were from it and we were gonna be late. And all of a sudden he takes the wrong turn and then he's got to get back on the thing and do the UE. If he would have just calmed down and did what he was supposed to do, he wouldn't have took the wrong turn, had to do the UE and come back. And it was just, you could see that the mood was like instantly changed. So patience we have to work on because I don't have much patience either, but I have a little more than him. So patience we have to really work on that. Um, and our triggers. And I keep telling them, you've got to work on your own triggers. That's a trigger. So instead of being rush, rush, rush and in a hurry because we've been gone all day and yeah, we're tired. Okay. Don't do that. And that won't happen. So there was I'm going to start paying attention. Like if I get cranky or I do something, the other day, I was doing something and I was kind of cranky. I was getting cranky and I actually jammed my fingernail and it really hurt. So, pay attention to things like that. But I've been watching it, and David Wilcox started talking about we're on Earth School. And then he started talking about, and we are here to teach mystery school. And I was like, oh my God, that is what I say all the time because we're teachers and students. And that is the awakening coming together, and the conscious is going to be the shift. So it's getting really exciting out there, and we got some really good cards. I thought coffee and cards on a Thursday, and I could not make it yesterday. I am so sorry, everybody. I tried. My husband says, you know what? You've got to do one tonight. I said, I know, I've got to do one. So he went and laid down after today, and I says, I'll get going and get them some cards because everybody is going through some stuff. And we need that guidance right now. We really do. And the cards are kind of guiding us. My husband's had a lot of eureka moments. He's been going a little bit through the dark night of the soul. And, there's a lot of things. Everybody's going through their own journey at their own time. So nobody's left behind at all. Okay, this is where we're going to start. This is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot Oracle. And I wrote them down. Now today is 2/8/2024. It's an 18, which is a 9. I'm doing the numbers again because we had some really significant numbers. Oh, and before I forget, I wanted to also say we don't watch football, but a lot of people do. And he also talked about I think the New England Chiefs, the Chiefs that are going to play in the Super Bowl. Like I said, we're not good at sports, so we really don't know. But he was talking about them, and he said the last time they won was 1920, and then they won again. I think it was, I don't know. They won again. Oh, I think it was last year or something. And if they take the Super Bowl, one of the prophets said that when the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, that is going to start the shift. So that will be 3 times, which is a divine number. That's the Trinity. So let's keep an eye on the Super Bowl and see if the Chiefs win, because that is going to be part of the prophet. And he also said, when the rain comes in California, it will rain and rain and rain. Pay attention. They're raining right now like crazy. So there is so much going on right now. It was really wild. I have been saying to my husband, we have a lot of healing springs in Florida. Florida has a lot of springs. People don't realize how many springs they have, natural springs. And right up the road from us, we have a natural spring. But what happened is they had a fire. People used to come to these healing springs down here. We had 2 different sets of them with a hotel there. And this was in the 40s and 50s. And and they accidentally caught on fire. Well, then we had a paper mill and all this other stuff come in and polluted the springs and stuff, and they closed them up and this and that. Well, I heard the other day it was really weird. It was like a real funky video, like I was holding my camera on Governor DeSantis down here, and it was all wavy. It wasn't even good. It wasn't like the news. And he's standing at Blue Springs, and we've been there before. It's beautiful. It's like crystal clear water. And he's standing at Blue Springs, and all of a sudden, a raccoon runs behind him in the woods, and I'm like, what is up with this? This is kind of weird, you know? And he's talking about how they have been making the springs more pure and beautiful again. And we used to have like, I don't know, it was like 200 or 300 manatees, which isn't good because manatees clean the water. They eat the bacteria, the algae and stuff. So they were getting killed, and people were swimming with suntan oil, and it was dirty in the waters and everything else, and they quit that. So he was talking about how they've been cleaning the springs, they cleaned the Everglades, the waterways, all that other stuff, and he said the springs are almost back to normal. And he said we've been working on it for a long time. I heard that they've been working on this since 2005 to clean everything. Now, we've been getting all kinds of airplanes going through the sky, spraying like crazy. I mean, we were going to Tally today, and I said to my husband, "Oh, it's a clear day. There's no clouds, but oh, look, there's all kinds of airplanes, up there spraying. I wonder what the sky is going to look like this evening." When we come home about 4, and we had left about 9:30. And by the time we come home, everything was clouds. It was just beautiful, but it just clouds, funky clouds everywhere. I took some pictures just because. So, yeah, I don't know if maybe they're spraying something to clean the air or if they're spraying us because they just want to spray us. So I don't know. Um, and I've talked to other people in their areas, and planes are going. We counted about 10 planes tonight when we got home. That's how crisscrossed and everything it was up there, and there were clouds everywhere. So there's all kinds of stuff going on right now. I think they've been working on cleaning this area. And I noticed that all of a sudden these buildings are gone. Like they really weren't really in good shape. They had been closed for a while, like a restaurant or a building that's just trashed. And all of a sudden they're gone. They're just cleaned up. Kind of like the that one thing that went down. I can't even remember what the name. I always forget what it is. But it's like they're getting rid of stuff, and we don't even know it's gone until you look, and it's like, wow, look, that whole lot's cleaned up. So I'm thinking they're cleaning a lot of stuff because we are going to the Jubilee. The 50-year Jubilee is supposed to be in 2003, and we are still in 2003. That is the great wealth transfer. That is the gold and silver is ours. That is everything. That is a year of rest for us. They're getting prepared for all that. So let's see what happens. Let's pay really close attention to some things. Now, we've been getting so much abundance and golden, and everything is golden lately. And we got a number 15, which is a 6, and that is abundance again. These are major arcana cards in this deck, and we got a lot of them today. So abundance is a state of plenty. Abundance is a feeling. Abundance surrounds you. Have faith and conviction. Complete trust is required. Your rainy day is today. Determine your goals and reasons and set intentions. A state of contentment, not influenced by external factors. Relax and enjoy yourself. Generosity ripples outward. The more you give, the more you receive. Appreciate and be grateful. Yes, that is what we really need to practice on. I mean, what is abundance? We are going to have so much abundance, and we are going to, I just think that and I know, I really have seen it. We are going to go to a cleaner, beautiful world, and our conscience is what is going to awaken and shift. We are all one, and we have to remember that. But yet we're individual because our bodies are different when a soul takes off. And me and my husband were discussing something tonight about angels and stuff. Who says that an angel can't take over your body? for a while, and if they need it. There's all kinds of earthly angels walking this world. And there's so much that guides you. You know, it was really weird. I pulled something tonight. Oh, it was an angel number I kept seeing. It was that 939 that I had hit the lottery on, and it was my grandfather's address. And I kept seeing it. I kept seeing 939 and 1111 and 111. And I looked at the angel number for 939, and it said that you, something like you are divine and you are going to save the world or heal the world. And I always said to my husband, if there was one wish that I could have, it wouldn't be money. It would be that everyone in the world was healed from sickness, because I think that is, I can't handle seeing people in pain. So I would pass up billions of dollars. I would pass up everything if I could say one wish that the world was healed. And that's what it said. So I said to my husband, he says, wow, it knows you. I said, yeah, it knows me. Um, to create and open ourselves to abundance and embrace an abundance conscious in our seventh reason for being, and potentially one of the more challenging purposes because it requires absolute faith and conviction. It requires complete trust. Abundance consciousness is a state of contentment and fulfillment and is not influenced by external factors, regardless of whether the experience was good or bad. One with an abundance consciousness sees the whole experience and learns from the whole experience. Yeah, abundance is an infinite supply. However, when the abundance card appears, it signifies a need to address past issues that may prevent you from embracing an abundance mindset. Ask yourself if you were taught to be frugal, to hoard, and to save for a rainy day. If so, do you still do so in the present, even though there is no real necessity? While saving for a purpose is one thing, saving for no purpose is another, and might reveal an issue from the past that is blocking abundance. The easiest way to prevent the flow of abundance is to believe that it will run out. Therefore, be generous, be giving, be open to receive. Have faith that there is always more when you need it. The key is increasing abundance is to be focused and active. Trust in inaction and worry over what the future may or may not bring will only restrict the flow. Your rainy day is today. Go and enjoy yourself. These are not the only beliefs that hamper the flow of abundance. Maybe you were taught to believe that money is evil and that to desire financial wealth security is based on unenlightened. While the obsession desire to increase wealth will block the flow of abundance, it does so because it is driven by a subconscious belief that there is a scarcity or lack. However, it must be said that money is not evil, nor is money good. It is money, and in our present day reality, money is necessary for survival. Money does not make the world go around, and without it, options and opportunities are limited. Contrary to popular opinion, money can buy you happiness. How? Money opens you to new and more experiences. It can pay for further education, which increases your career potential. Money grants you freedom to explore the world, to follow your dreams, partake in your favorite pastime and hobbies. Money creates financial securities, which in turn allows you to spend more time with your family and friends. Having financial security also allows you to be more generous and to support local businesses, which can then in turn support other businesses. Whatever the beliefs you carry about money and abundance, when the abundance card appears, it is time to do an abundance health check. Give up limiting self-talk and beliefs. I cannot, I should not, I must not. Paradoxically, there is also a need to let go of controlling fear-based dialogue that says, I must. Let go of past beliefs that will result in sabotage and lack. Give yourself permission to be abundant. Yeah, sometimes, I'm really frugal. I will admit it. I am just a very, very cautious with money, frugal person because I don't like to be without. It's just not a good place. So I'm really frugal, but I've been releasing some things. I'm not as cheap as I used to be. Yeah, I'm still a little cheap, but I just don't like a lot of tchotchkes and I don't like a lot of stuff. I like my own stuff and I just don't like a lot of junk laying around. My husband likes to shop more than I can. He looks at everything, touches everything. Everywhere we went today, he was touching something. But that's him. Okay, now we got the Ace of Wands with that. And it's growth. Step into your power, invent, talk, create. Whatever you say now will be received. Beginnings, intuition, adventure, ideas, creativity, success. Yeah, will be abundance and will be growth. Growth is great. I mean, we're all growing right now. We're all learning too. So it's a great day to be alive, I'm telling you. We got the Eight of Fire, and she is beautiful. And this is an action, change, transformation, transmutation, rebirth, freedom, renewed, purpose, joy. Yeah, the Eight of Fire symbolizes transformation through action, change on a physical level that brings freedom and joy. Is it time to start a new job or quit one? Is it time to move house before the one you have living in restricts and hampers you? Or is it time to lose a little bit of weight? You know, I really think we're all changing in our own way. Um, this is the need to make real change, but just make it simple. If you need to paint a room, if you've been putting something off, if you want to go for walks, if you just been putting things off, this is telling you to take charge and change if you want to change. I notice with me and my husband, we're changing little bits. We don't eat a lot of meat anymore. I mean, we do to an extent, like hamburgers. We stopped eating it for like quite a while. And he is watching his sugar because he's diabetic, but there's a lot of things, and I put on like probably 20 pounds when I quit smoking almost 2 years ago. But we went cold turkey smoking August 5th, uh, over a year ago. And this August 5th, it'll be 2 years. So we did that, and there was a lot of things we just started changing, and gradually we've been changing things. So don't go drastic, like, I got to change my whole life in one day. Don't do that because that just makes it harder. Just do it in your own pace because it'll make it easier and it'll make you want to do it more. Nobody wants to do 1,000 things at once because everybody's life is right now is kind of chaotic and nobody really knows what they're doing or where they're going. But we do. We know where we're going. It'll all be okay. Trust me. Nine of Swords. What ties you in knots at 3 a.m. looks small in the light of day. Try to keep perspective when negative thoughts get in your way. Panic attacks, fear, guilt, insomnia, nightmare, stress, mental overload. What is tying us up in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock in the morning? Think about it. Work it out. There's nothing that you can't do if you put your mind to it. We are the only ones that can change ourselves. That's why I keep telling work on self. Don't walk around working on everybody else. Now, if somebody helps you, if needs your help and asks for your help, sure. I used to try to help people automatically, and I try not to do that. I mean, I really do because I want to help everybody, but sometimes it's just annoying and they don't want my annoyance, so I don't do it. I am like I said, every day I work on myself. And I think that's what all of us have to do. And we are going to have a little bit of anxiety and panic attacks here and there. And we just need to take some deep breaths, step back and observe things for a while and really think about things before we snap and answer it. It's a challenge, but you know what? I think I'm getting over it. I have learned a lot about myself in my journey. Now, we also got a 12, the counselor, which goes down to a 3, which is the divine. It's the Trinity. And let me find it. This is the counselor, the water. A time of question and mixed emotions. Look beyond the words to the emotions. Mixed or confused emotions. Listen, listen, hear, hear. Seek objective counsel. An emotional, complex situation, a lack of empathy, an opportunity for understanding. Be receptive, not rejecting. Are feelings preventing a resolution? When the counselor appears, she can signify a lack of empathy and understanding or an unwillingness to listen and hear what's being said or yours or another's feelings are concerned. Are you being unsympathetic and rigid when compassion is needed? Are you allowing your feelings to get in the way of a resolution or forgiveness? Are you allowing your feelings to make you deaf and blind to another person's thoughts and feelings? Be receptive instead of rejecting. You don't have to agree, but at the same time, it is important that you listen. This card is calling on you to remain objective and empathetic. I see that every day. People do not listen at all. They're too busy. They're in their phone, they're in their mind, they're in their thoughts, they're in a hurry, they're psh, 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 psh. And sooner or later we're gonna have to just go and listen, listen, hear, hear. Because if we're not listening to people and showing, some empathy and compassion, we're not doing what we need to do. Because we would want the same thing for us. We would want somebody to do that for us. So why are we not doing that for someone else? We need to really think about things right now because people really need people's help. It's not worth being mean at all. Okay, now, and we got her the other day, the 14, the angel of ocean, and it goes down to another number 5, which is change. And I said when I called it, we don't get this often, but it's healing. You'll need to work a little magic now to reconcile opposites. Be patient and compassionate, and you will get everything done. I said that to my husband today. We need to be patient. Patience is really hard for me sometimes, and it's hard for my husband. And I know it's hard for a lot of people. Think about it. You're sitting in line, you got a red light, you're in town, and this person's on their cell phone in front of you, and you just want them to go, and you start laying on the horn, that's not patience. And that's just aggravating somebody. And then they get mad and they're flipping you off in the background, and it's just not worth it. It's a ricochet event. It's like, I heard the story one time, you're standing there and you're watching the garbage man come down, pick up your garbage, and you say something to him really negative just because you were having a bad day. And then he says something real negative, and then he's in a bad mood, and then he goes to work, and then he says something to somebody else because he's still in a bad mood because you ticked him off, and it just ricochets. We really, really have to be careful right now with that. And this is a great card to say that. Be patient and compassionate, and you'll get everything done. We have to trust everything that's going on right now and not panic. Fear is, you don't need to fear. Everything is going to go fine. Everything. Trust the plan. Okay, now we got Thought, which is a number 18, which is a 9. And we got a lot of 9s. And I've got some other surprises too. I've been really working on this to get this done because I really wanted to show up yesterday. And like I said, I had pulled some cards, but I was too fast and in a really kind of low vibrational mode, and I didn't like the cards because they were my vibration. So I said, I'm going to do it again. So I did do it again when I was in a better mood, and they come out beautifully because I do pick up some of my energies in with the collective. I mean, I'm part of the collective, so I have to make sure that I'm meditating and I am zeroing out when I do these readings. So if I'm not zeroing out, I'm in a cranky mood or I'm thinking of something else, and I pull cards and I'm thinking, this is me. I'm not doing this because this is not the collective. I'm not clearing my mind. I'm picking me up too much. So I don't want to do that because this is for everybody. So we got a number 18, 9, and it's Thought. Thought creates reality. Thought is the foundation of consciousness. Don't rush your thinking. Be certain. Thought is energy. Energy flows where attention goes. Be mindful of the universal laws and our conscious and unconscious mind in accord. Be realistic instead of optimistic and pessimistic. Good and bad go hand in hand. Change your mind, change your life. Do not overthink or speculate. Question the critical mind speak. I think, therefore I am. This simple statement, expressed by Rene Descartes, is a founding principle of Western philosophy. It means if one questions one's existence, the very act of doubting and then questioning is proof that one does indeed exist. But what if you are a figment of your own imagination or the imagination of a God mind? What if you were something else dreaming of being human or only existing because someone or something is dreaming of you? We may think we are human, we may think we are real, processing a solid physical form. We may think our world is what it is, but at a quantum level, research suggests that the world around us does not exist unless we focus our attention upon it. It does not become real and remains fluid and changeable until we give it substance, definition, and form. You think the table or chair in front of you is there? Your sense and mind give it substance and form, and so therefore it is. But at a quantum level, the table does not exist until you focus your mind and attention upon it. Thought creates reality. Thought is the second and one of the most dominant of the influence cards in the deck. For thought, like emotion, will determine the direction of your life. Your thoughts, the way you think, shape and create the world around you. What and how you think is as true a reflection of you as the face that looks back at you when you gaze in the mirror. However, from a scientific standpoint, thought still remains a mystery. Neuroscientists are learning the mechanics of thought, but why it occurs is not yet known and can only be guessed at. Regardless of what it operates, thought is a complex process that involves both the conscious and unconscious mind and is the result of our senses being stimulated by and reacting to the environment in which we dwell. It is the product of mental activity. It is the manipulation of information in a manner that enables us to contemplate, reason, work through problems, and make decisions. Thought is at the very foundation of consciousness, and some would suggest that without consciousness, we would not be human. That's pretty interesting. That reminds me, we have been playing a game, and I've noticed maybe out of 100, there's like 9. We're starting to get up there. When everybody comes in here, I want you to use your inner child and I want you to hit the like button, okay? So that way, we're calling it the magic wish manifestation button. So I want you to think of something easy, like I'm going to get $20 for gas by Friday. I need money. Or I hope a friend calls. Or something small that you can work on practicing manifestation and hit the like button, the magic wish manifestation button, okay? And when you do, think of your wish. And I want you to meditate on it and keep thinking on it and playing with it and trying to make it manifest. And if you do, let us know in the chat. Let us know in one of the chats. I read all the chats, all comments. So comment to me and let me know. If you don't want to tell us what you manifested, just let us know how long it took and if it was easy and if you did it easy. So would love to hear from you. So let's do that. Let's play. Hit the magic manifestation likey button and make your wish and see how long it takes you to manifest it. That is a great card for us, especially with the knowledge of things. So the Knight of Wands wanted to come play. And that's activity. Thought and activity. What could be better? Choose which people, situation, or projects will benefit most from your efforts and attention. Stay grounded and you'll make great steps towards success. Energy, movement, passion, focus, balance, communication, relationship. That's a good card. Now, I need some coffee. You know, me and my husband were talking tonight. We were listening to that show where it says that we're going to go into the Julian calendar, and they've got the new Advent calendar. That's what it's called. And we're like almost like 2 months behind. Um, it'll go 2 months back. So think about it. When is your birthday? I was born July 26th. I'm a Leo. But if I was 2 months back on the 26th, I wouldn't be a Leo. I'd be a Gemini. And uh, my husband would be, instead of a Pisces, a Capricorn. And that makes more sense to me with him because he is all about earth and he really doesn't like the water. So if he was a Pisces, I always wondered, if you're a Pisces, why don't you like the water? I mean, it's a water sign. Plus he's Scorpio moon, which is another water. And I'm wondering if, yeah, he is not a Pisces. He's a Capricorn, which is Earth. That's why he's always playing in the dirt and loves the earth and being outside. That make more sense? I don't know. We'll see. It should be interesting. Okay, now, oh yeah, we got this one. I thought this was interesting. We got the journey card number 17. Cue the card. Experience, character, the past, cause and effect, consequences, conditions, environment, external influences provided. You are created by your experiences. Your character is shaped by your past. How does your past influence you? Are you reliving your past in the present? Smile over the good and make peace with the bad. Choose quality experience. Act with reason and purpose. The journey card represents the first of 8 influences. Your life journey, your past, is made up of choices, experiences, and moments that have shaped and created the person you are in the present. You are the sum total of all that you have experienced, and your journey and the person it has manifest play a foundational role in every choice and decision you make. Your journey has influenced your personality and character. You have been shaped by your success and failures, triumphs and mistakes, heartbreaks and healing, the moments you have been alone and the moments you have shared with others. Your journey has shaped your likes and dislikes, your bias, your beliefs, and has governed all actions. If you look back at your life, you will see that you have moved through from one moment and experience to the next. You have faced obstacles, overcome them, and you have had moments that have brought you so low you did not believe that you could continue to live. You have had your heart broken and believed it would never heal, but it did. And once it healed, you then traveled forward to the next moment, forever changed. The choice you made from that point onwards were influenced by what the past taught you. You have also experienced time of intense joy and bliss, where the moment has been perfect. You have loved with every fiber of your being and laughed until you cried. These moments have also had their influence, for they have made you lighter in spirit and moved you forward. The journey card represents the life you have led and will lead, and how it shaped you, changed you, created you, and influenced every choice you have ever made and will make, and every experience you have ever had and will ever have. I love that card. And we are on a new journey. All of us are. We are going to go. It is going to be amazing in this Jubilee that's coming up. Just have faith and just flow through this right now. Just hold the line. We can do this. We've got this. We got the 3 of Cups. And this is interesting because that's the journey. This is the reunion. Be carefree, enjoy the company of those who make you laugh. You gather together with friends and family to celebrate. So this 3 predicts weddings, parties, reunions, and precious time with the people you love, who make you feel like your true self. Their company is uplifting, fun, and replenishing. If you're single and looking for love, there may also be an opportunity for a flirtation. And if you're working on a creative project, now is the time to get into the zone. Um, this is celebration. And you know what I see coming in the future? Celebration. I've seen it for a long time. I've had dreams about it. And the three, we've got some interesting numbers today. We got a lot of threes, which is the divine, it's the Trinity. And I can't wait, guys, because I have so dreamt about it for like a few years now. Since this all started, I've been dreaming about it because we have faith. We have number 24, which is a six. And if you look at this card, she's got source and a heart over her crown. And she's got the Celtic knots over her crown. And her third eye is lit up and she's glowing and she's got the lotus right at her heart. She's got the blue herring. She's riding the turtle, which is like like earth. She's got the wolf protecting her, trees behind her, and she's got the great herring, and she's got golden wings. Faith is beautiful. Self-belief helps you overcome. Self-belief and faith inspire confidence. Doubt breeds mistakes. Cruel words can do lasting harm. Do not give up because of past mistakes. Be kind and supportive. Set yourself believable goals. You matter. You are enough. You are not alone. Do not be unkind because others have been unkind to you. Take delight in compliments. To have faith is the eight of the influence cards. It is a beautiful thing. It inspires a feeling of serenity that is unshakable. With faith comes a level of self-confidence that sees you capable of overcoming all that life throws at you. To have self-belief gives you confidence when facing new and challenging situations. When out in a social setting, you are comfortable to be yourself. Having self-belief allows you to enjoy life more because you are less troubled in insecurity. With faith in yourself and your abilities, you stand a greater chance of having a successful career. You have more confidence in taking well-considered risks. You are healthier and happier because you are under less pressure and emotionally and mental stress. In turn, your relationship with others will be better also. On the other hand, a lack of self-belief or faith can be seen in our moods, the way we speak about ourselves, our body language and actions. Without faith and belief in self, every decision can become an almost excruciating process. If you do not believe that you will succeed or do well, then sadly, there is an increased chance that you will not. Doubt and lack of faith breeds mistakes, procrastination, and self-sabotage. But know this, you are not unimportant. You are somebody, you are unique. You have gifts, you have strengths, you have talents, you are bright and with potential. And if you believe in yourself, you will shine. A little belief can go a long way. With faith and self-belief, you can accomplish great things, even miracles. Yeah, we are going to have a lot of miracles. We are going to see miracles. It's going to be beautiful. And we do have to have faith. And we've got another three of wands. We've got a lot of threes. And that's motivation. Think laterally. Try new ways to fire your communication and creativity. This is travel, relationship, weddings, originality, success, the arts, and sports. This is the three brings energy and enthusiasm and activities. Yeah, we are going to be celebrating for a year. We're going to have a year of rest, and it is going to be amazing. We need it. We deserve it. And we are going to be enjoying the hell out of ourselves. And I can't wait. Now, we had a lot of cards tonight, guys. They just kept coming. It was so weird because usually they'll stop. I'll keep shuffling, they'll stop. They just kept coming. So I take them. I've always told you I take them if they come. Ten of Fire. This is where we're going. This is where we're going to be. This is mastery of both craft and self. Take command of yourself and life. Take responsibility for your actions. Do not be a slave to the outside forces, order, structure, and simplicity. Be disciplined and dedicated. Stop making excuses. Act. You can do anything you set your mind to and act upon. This is not just of skills or crafts, but of oneself. It means understanding the tools of your craft and wielding them with skill, precision, and craftsmanship. It is about knowing yourself and using that knowledge and understanding to bring to you all that you need and desire with the same level of skill, precision, and craftsmanship. Yeah, this is you are balanced and you have all your chakras aligned and you have the fire within and you have source on your crown lit up completely. It's like you're there. You've made it. You went through the dark night of the soul. You've got you can zero out. You astro travel. You can dream. You predict. You start doing different things. Everybody's different. Everybody does different things. I'm not, this person and this person. I'm me. And I have my own unique way I do things, and they have theirs, and theirs is just as perfect as mine. There is no faults in anybody. We need to quit judging people. Okay, if somebody's better than me, go watch them. I really, it's no bother to me because you might not be on my frequency. I have met people that are not on my frequency. We just don't jive. But it's not that I don't like them. It's just that we just don't. It's not a good thing. Now we got the 7, the chariot movement on the this one, the 10 of fire. It's time actively to move forward with your plans. Keep that ego in check when you need to, and enjoy this time of power and motivation. Journeys, determination, willpower, progress, friction, guidance, and protection. Yeah. This charioteer is the traveling warrior of the tarot. He holds a trident to guide him on his journey and 2 seahorses carrying him forward. He needs only one hand on the reins to control their direction. His willpower and determination propel him onward and keep his chariot moving in the right direction. In this seashell chariot, he is protected. The shell also symbolizes his personality or the outer persona he shows to the world. Yeah, that's a beauty. His seashell's gold, his seahorse is gold, and his other seahorse is purple, which is royalty. Now, this was the last card to come out, the 10 of Earth. And I thought this was interesting because I love this card. This card sometimes reminds me of she's taking her mask off. How many of us act like somebody we're not around people? How many of us wear that mask of perfection when we're around people? She's taking it off. She's had enough of the mask. The deer in the background is watching her. She's taken it off. She's got the crown source above her. Um, her little dragon right there beside her on her arm, which is good luck. A time of reward. Everything is coming together. Move through life with surety. Understand your place and purpose. Do not be daunting by change. Strength gained from experience. Why do you feel a lack? Dissatisfaction and discomfort. You do know that we were meant for this time. You do know if we are here now, we were meant for this time. We are the ones our ancestors prayed for. The 10 of Earth symbolizes all aspects of life coming together as a whole. Career, home, family, all are in harmony. Years of dedicated service to family, career, and community have reaped the highest of rewards, the love, respect, and trust of family and peers. This love, respect, and trust are a reflection of what is felt within and inspired a sense of well-being and connectedness that enables one to move through life with both grace and ease. The Ten of Earth is an affirming card. If it appears in your reading, it signifies a time of reward. It also asks, have embraced the highest of ideas to lead a fulfilling life spent doing something you love, to raising your children, to becoming happy and confident adults, and to know and understand your place and purpose. At this time, be sure to remove all masks and show your true self to the world. Authenticity is a quality admired by many. Live your life undaunted by change also, and know that you have been made stronger by your past experiences. Know whatever the challenge might be, you will find your center and move forward in a fearless manner. See, that is going to be all of our rewards. I mean, it just told us that was the last card. I mean, that was amazing. It's everything that we have been saying. Now, with that, we got the high priest, or the high priest, excuse me. And that is also a five, which is change. Listen to your inner wisdom, which will guide you forward a new educational path, belief, or teacher. This is traditional beliefs, ceremonies, unity, marriage, values, authority. This is where we're going, the wisdom. We have the wisdom to do this. Some of us are still learning. I'm still learning mystery school. I'm there. I'm still learning earth school. We're all still working on this. So we need to really work on ourselves. Don't worry about the outside world as much right now. Don't worry about the fake news spilling a bunch of baloney. Just work on yourself and stay out of the limelight of that show, that movie, because that movie's going to be ending here pretty soon. We're right now in the little calm part of this, just a smidgen, and now it's going to get really hectic come March. We got February and then March, because we're still in 2023. We are in November right now, according to what they're predicting. So we also got the 13, the Queen of Earth. And that's a 4. Touch, connect, and create with your hands. Be supportive and nurturing. Seek out a motherly role model. A need for wise and honest counsel. Kindness is required. You are loved and supported. Mother, do not smother. Share the responsibilities. This symbolizes a real, authentic Earth Mother personality. She is larger than life and processes an abundant, generous, and grounded nature. She is realistic, but also sees magic everywhere. She is an Earth Mother who spends a great deal of time covered in soil, and it is not unknown for her to walk around, obviously, to the leaves and twigs in her hair. She adorns creating a warm and inviting home where all are welcome, cooking, cleaning, gardening. These are the things she loves, and she enjoys them all the more because of her tactical and sensual nature. She is a woman who loves nothing more than using her hands to touch, connect, and create. The Queen of Earth is the epitome of kindness. She will offer support and nurture you every endeavor while also offering wise and honest counsel. She comes to ask if this is how you see yourself, or have you been so focused on business, undertaking, and career that you have created an imbalance in your life and disconnected from your true nature? It is time for you to enjoy the benefits of being a homebody for a while. Maybe a home cooked meal or a weekend out in the garden is on the agenda instead of meeting and reports. The Queen of Earth may also appear in your reading at times when you find yourself in need of a gentle reminder to be both nurturing and supportive of those around you. While you encourage and support others in their desire to better themselves, remember to do so without trying to change them. In her role as a wise woman, she may be asking that you seek out those who embody her energy. Perhaps there is a need for you to connect with a motherly role model at this time. Maybe all you need is a hug, but you may also be facing issues that her fertile mind and natural wisdom can help you with. A little motherly advice may unlock an answer and provide a solution. I really like that card. That is a good idea. Everybody needs some of that motherly advice sometimes, or fatherly advice. That coffee tastes so good. Okay, we have the Queen of Ocean. I don't want to turn it around. Abundance. Oh my goodness. It's time to grow and evolve. Enjoy and invest time in your relationship, your home, your spiritual practice, and your new creative projects. Growth, nurturing home, love, fertility, comfort, and generosity. The Oceanic Queen is the partner of the card for the King of the Ocean. And ocean goddess, she is the embodiment of feminine power and fertility. She understands the rhythm of nature and lives in harmony and comfort. Her left palm is open to receive the blessings of life, while her right hand, which holds her scepter, offers love unconditionally as a mother to a child. Glowing with light, the crystal scepter signifies healing, nurturing, and love, while the pearls around her arm and wrist signify wisdom. Wow, yeah. And we just got the wisdom card. That, I don't know if you guys noticed this. I'm telling you, this is crazy. Let me find it. It's all the way back down here. What's the first card we got with this huge, huge spread? Abundance. And this is a master card. And then we got at the very end, we got abundance in the tarot. We're going through the Jubilee, the gold, the Shambhala, the city of gold. We've got this. We got this, guys. We got to work on ourselves because when the ascension comes, uh, we need to help people. We need to be that safe harbor in the storm because people are going to be like lost because they didn't go on the spiritual route and they have no idea what they're doing. And we do. So that was the end of those. Now we did get the practical magic and we got one card. And I can just imagine because this is great. It's a number 14, which is a 5, and it's embrace your shadow. Darkness and light are two halves of the same whole, and there is strength and wisdom in honoring both sides of yourself. She is dressed in purple with spots of gold, and she's got the moon behind her, and she has white lilies around her. Your shadow self is that place within you where all the feelings, desires, thoughts, and actions you repress, rejected, or hidden dwell. The place within you that you refuse to shine a light on or examine in any detail. The darkness that only grows the more you wish it away or try to ignore it. You've been taught not to reveal your emotional pain, but there is incredible strength in bringing the suppressed pieces of you to the light and accepting your whole self. Oh, wait a minute, my eyes itch. We've got pollen down here going crazy. And when the pollen goes, our eyes and face itch. Okay. Uh, But there is an incredible strength in bringing the suppressed pieces of you to the light and accepting your whole self. The shadow is the term for everything you can't or won't see in yourself. And the message of this card is that it is time to embrace it rather than pretending it away. It's a wonderful card for out of the darkness and shadows come lightness and hope, a new appreciation, acceptance of your authentic self, and a new freedom to be all that you are. Do you have a habit of blocking your emotions and denying how you feel, shrugging off your anger or hurt, and pretending you aren't? You aren't upset, swallowing down guilt or shame for things you've done in the hope that no one will ever find out. It's time to stop. Focusing only on the light and denying any darkness is as unhealthy as focusing only on the dark. Pretending everything is love and light at all times is draining. It's also a lie. Life can be hard for everyone, and no one is their best self at all the time. Acknowledge the so-called shadowy parts of yourself, the ones you're not proud of, and use them to be a better person. Shadow emotions can also be clues to what you really want and how you want to be. So use them to change your attitude and transform your life. Know that your shadow aspect don't make you flawed. They are not bad or wrong. It's okay. It's normal, healthy, even to feel sad, angry, jealous, scared, and resentful. To experience shame and regret. Everyone does from time to time. It's part of being human. It only causes problems when it's denied or repressed. When you lie about and try to hide the things you've done, said, or felt, destroying yourself with self-loathing and lashing out at others in fear that your secret will be discovered, and it doesn't work. Trying to hide from yourself and your emotions affects your judgment, your choices, and your actions. It locks you in misery and isolates, spiraling you further into darkness. Exploring your shadow by examining your motives for past and present acts and freeing yourself from their impacts will create a deeper, more authentic life and stronger, more intimate relationship. Being vulnerable is powerful and healing and is the most intimate personal gift you can give someone else and yourself. When you accept and integrate your shadow and understand and embrace your whole self, you will be stronger, more compassionate, and more yourself than ever. Yeah, I completely 100% agree with that card. That was a great. We really need to forgive ourselves. If you're hanging on to anything from the past, you need to forgive yourself. You can't change it, but you can forgive yourself and source will forgive you. I mean, period. There is no ifs and buts about it. You will be forgiven. Now, we have the Messenger Oracle, and we got quite a few cards in this. We got let Oh no, this is the first one. We are all connected, and we got the dragon that is spiraled. I love this card. This is spiraled around, and it's got the sun right here and the moon, the gold and purple dragon, which is the gold and purple for royalty, us, a wolf, a butterfly, and an owl. That's protection. That's blossoming into the butterfly, and that's the wise owl, wisdom. And then the tree of life at the top, and the Celtic ring at the top. This is all this. Look at the energy that is flowing through this card. And I mean, we are all connected. We are dependent upon others for life. If we destroy the very thing upon which we depend, we too shall perish. We are all connected. We are all one. Do harm to the natural world, and you do harm to yourself. You are more than just a part of a human race. You are a child of Gaia. You are a brother and a sister to all life and living things. Love them as you love yourself. Sustain them as you sustain yourself. Yeah, I mean, we are all connected. When we harm one of our brothers and sisters or nature or anything, we harm ourselves. Yeah. And this card appeared. I know we got this, I think, a week ago, and this is a really cool card. It says, let two become one. And it's really cool because it's almost Valentine's Day, which I don't think it's Valentine's Day according to the Julian calendar, but you've got her and him, and you got a dragonfly, and you got red roses back here. And she's got an emerald necklace right here hanging. Yeah, that's a really interesting card. I like that. Oops. Let two become one. Share yourself with the one that you love. Be their best friend and let them be yours. Let your trust in each other be unshakable and your love be strengthened by knowing and accepting each other's flaws and weaknesses. Still loving each other despite them. Give yourself complete trusting that you will not lose your independence or sense of self, but instead become two halves of a stronger, loving whole. Wow, I really like that one. That was so good because me and my husband were just talking, and we are so different in so many ways. And I'm kind of more laid back, and he's kind of more go, 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 go. And but when we need to come together, we really get things done, especially with this hurricane. We woke up in a tree. We really pulled together and we really busted our butt together and we really got things done. Protect the wild green. This is an awesome looking card. I mean, everything on her is green. The leaves, her sword, everything is emerald green. You are a guardian of the earth and all who share it, the trees, the animals, the birds, insects, and inhabitants of the ocean blue. It is time to play an active role in protecting and preserving the wild and the green by being aware of and limiting your impact upon the natural world. This world is not yours to possess. It is a gift given to you and your children. Treat gently, tread with care, and walk with love. Remember, your relationship with the world is a symbiotic one. That is, I love that because we are. Okay, now I wanted to talk about some numbers that we got tonight in these cards before I read another card. We got 999, which means completion, new beginning. We got four threes, which is strong presence of divine guidance. Tap into your creative abilities and express yourself authentically, which we did get her taking the mask off, which says the same thing. And express yourself. Let's see. We got the 10, 10, 10. All of the karma is over. Renewal of trust and faith. We got the faith card and love of the universe for betterment of his soul. So we had some amazing cards, and three is the divine trinity. So there is some divine guidance coming through in all these cards. The, now this one is the Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray, and Kyle Gray is one of my favorite. I have three of his books. And we got quite a few with this one. We got the Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Now, I want you to take heed in these cards that we're doing because they're giving us messages. My dogs, I don't know what they're seeing, probably a coon or something. Um, have a plan or strategy in place moving forward. The Shield Maiden is the female knight in shining armor. In many ancient traditions, women were seen as equal to men, and so joined them on their raids and fought with them on the battlefield. In this deck, the Shield Maiden brings a fierce feminine energy, the power to be a warrior while retaining feminine sensitivity. She is ready to put her plan into action. She's ready to go into the battle. Her medicine helps us move beyond any unsettled feelings when our plans start to take shape and follow through with our strategies in order to be where we want to be. Hang on. I don't know what they're barking at. Okay, I got my dog settled down. I don't know what they were barking. I don't even think they know what they're barking. She's ready to go into battle. Her medicine helps us move beyond any unsettled feelings when our plans start to take shape and follow through with our strategies in order to be where we want to be. Shield Maiden worked together in times gone by to create shield walls of protection, and she also shows us how to work with others in order to bring our plan to fruition. Taking some time to access what your next step will be. All great warriors have a plan. You are a sensitive being, and if you are not prepared for the task you are taking on, you could end up feeling exposed and helpless. The ancestors' guides that is coming to you now is a reminder that you have a warrior's heart and that you have it within you to be more prepared and focused than you have been recently. So have a strategy in place and then let your guidance support you as you move forward. Before I forget, there is another thing I wanted to mention to you. When I started watching David Wilcox, the title of his show was something about Joan of Arc in the timeline. And I thought, wow, we just had the Joan of Arc card the other day, the activist. It was so weird because so many cards that we had had the other day, he talked about. And it was like, wow, how did we pull the Joan of Arc? And he's talking about Joan of Arc, the 100-Year War in Orleans, where she, at 13 years old, went out and, did what she did. And then at, I think, 16 or 17, she did more and she chased, the baddie. It's just interesting how, Joan of Arc came up in our readings and then he talked about it in his title. So, now, the next card that we got was the Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect, and we really do need to do that. Take some time to reflect on your strengths and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. That is so funny. Me and my husband were talking about how far we've come today. And we had a long discussion. It was actually really interesting because instead of worried about what we don't have, we are being grateful for what we do and how we have got here and what we have accomplished together. And it's amazing when you start talking about it because you really don't realize sometimes you're thinking about life and everything in the present. But when you think about and see how far you've really come and what you have, it's amazing. It makes you feel good. Angels accept you just the way you are, even when you are going through a challenging time. They still hold you in the highest esteem. The mirror guardian, a female angel looking into the mirror of life, invites you to witness your spiritual strength and beauty, to see yourself as angels do. The mirror represents the fact that your core belief and ideas are, in fact, that is reflected back to you by your world. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within, and the mirror guardian helps you recognize that when this card appears, you are being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. You are a beautiful being who has surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to note all your recent experiences, the challenges you have surmounted, and strengths you have developed, and the lessons you have learned. Your angels want you to reflect on your strengths, in particular, those aspects of yourself that you feel have been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself approval where it's due, and know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to as well. I like that card because that was really strange that me and my husband talked about that today. And maybe you guys did. Maybe you and somebody else, your mate or something. What's interesting is we keep getting this mountain card, stand your ground. And we have talked about the standing ground and the boundaries. Hold firm to what you believe in or focus on because it is absolutely right. Know that heaven and earth are supporting you. Mountains are strong and wise. They are rooted deep in the earth and reach high into the sky. They have been where they are for thousands of years. They have been home to animals. They have been climbed by humans, and they have been seen seasons come and go. No matter what has happened to them, they have remained strong, immovable, and unshakable. And so they offer the spiritual energies of strength and resilience. Mountain energy is powerful because it's firmly rooted in the Great Mother and reaches high to the Great Father. If you're feeling challenged or pressured at this time, know that your spirit is more powerful than you think. You are resilient and grounded, and the energy and air of the mountains is giving you the unshakable strength to be who you are. Take time to root yourself deeply in the energy of earth before welcoming in the energies of heaven. If you're not sure what you need to do next, the mountain card invites you to stay exactly where you are. Talk things over with those around you and know that change will come to you. You will be whole and well at the time of this current situation, and it will not stand in the way of your future growth and expansion. Yeah, I love that card. We got the Sun card. Enjoy success and happiness. And yeah, that's where we're going. Know that doors are opening for you. Follow up new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is driving you forward. The sun has long been associated with the energy of success. It's the most powerful planet in the solar system, solar referring to the sun. So, of course, when the sun card appears in a reading, it will bring power, success, and light. It brings up all connections, banishes darkness, brings a sense of youthfulness, and invites you to connect to the energy of joy so that you can be light in spirit and heart. You are being surrounded by the brightness of the sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy, and you will feel happy and uplifted. If you're not somewhere bright and sunny right now, there will be other ways in which you can enjoy warmth and joy. Solar energy brings health and vitality and can energize and warm, and it also encourages everything to grow. The energy of expansion is with you at this time, and you are being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. If you want to bring something to life or are ready to take a new step in a relationship, the sun will bring the right energy to you. If you are asking a question, the answer most definitely is yes. Love that card. We got one more card, and that's Summer. Bask in joy and light. We're going to joy. We're going to the beauty of life. That's what we're going into. Rise up, open your wings, and shine. Bring your projects and plans out into the light, into manifest. See, we're manifesting. Summer has always been recognized as a time for joy, for going on adventures and making memories. Flowers are in full bloom, animals are enjoying the freedom of the wild summer days and nights, and people are taking holidays, basking in the sunshine and being lifted energetically by the sun and warmth. This is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestors, guides are encouraging you to enjoy this moment and not to rush forward because this is a time for pleasure, enjoyment, and expansion. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you as it is inspiration directly from the divine. When the summer card arrives in the future position of the spread, or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regard to your question or intentions. Yeah. We are going to a beautiful, beautiful new world. Get ready, people. It's showtime. We got the Soul Helper Oracle, and wait till you see this card. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards. It's a number 23, which is a 5, which is change. We're going through change. We're really going into the change. Release your inner rebel, be yourself, and create your own universe. Look at that card. She's got blue butterflies and blue morning glories all around her. And let me tell you how confident she is. She looks pretty darn confident. The heart of a rebel beats within us all. We understand Lilith and her urge for self-determination and freedom because we have already felt this impulse, and at the moment you feel it strongly too. If you are not familiar with the story of Lilith, here is a brief outline. God originally created Adam and gave him a wife as a companion, according to the Talmud. This first wife was called Lilith, and she was of equal birth, self-confident, proud, and a free woman. She refused to serve Adam and wanted to be in a dominant position when they made love, which displeased Adam. He wanted to dominate her, and an argument ensued. Lilith spoke the secret name of the Lord, which resonated full of magic, and parted from Adam, leaving him as a free and self-determined woman. It is said that she had many children, but lost them as a punishment of her disobedience and individualism. Lilith wanted to be free. She was not meant for a small world. You have drawn this card because you too need more space and freedom for yourself. Emerge from your constraint cocoon. You are a child of Lilith. All witches, shamans, and healers, all wise men and women, all those to whom knowledge is given, have a spiritual connection to Lilith, who wants to oppress you, who wants to take your place, who is crossing boundaries. Rebuke them, but clearly and with love, since people are sometimes unaware of their incorrect behavior. Follow the path of your soul, the path of freedom, and pay no attention to the complaints and criticism of others. They do not know that you can create your own universe. Power animal, that your helpers for the next 21 days. The power animal is the condor, the herbal essence is jasmine, the healing crystal is emerald, and the number is a 5. Let's see what the 5 has to say. Number 5 tells you that you have a deep connection with the divine source and that nothing can prevent wisdom from finding its way to you. Your current priorities are fidelity, reliability, and loyalty. Focus on them and concentrate on healing them in both the world outside and your inner world. Number 5 brings protection, giving you the freedom to act more boldly. Its energy field is centering, bringing the strength that always recognizes and recreates itself at the end of the soul path, along with meditation, belief, and insight. That is a beautiful card. Now, we got just a couple more cards. And we got, I think I'm going to do this one first. Okay, yeah, that is the last one. Okay. This is the Gateway of Light activation, another Kyle Gray. And we got the Order of Melchizedek. Zedek? Yeah, Melchizedek. It said, embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. Melchizedek, whose name means King of Righteousness, is the first high priest mentioned in the Bible, the one who initiated all the great teachers that followed him. He is mentioned in several texts, including the Dead Sea Scroll and also the Kabbalist Zohar. He is an ancient gatekeeper of the light who is dedicated to helping all those walking the spiritual path to take the initiatory steps to align with the light. The best way to describe this great being is it as a wizard. When you invoke him, you will feel the presence of a loving and angelic grandfather who wants to guide you to the greatness. The order of Melchizedek, which was mentioned by Jesus in the New Testament, is a divine order of very high frequency light beings, angels, and masters who are working together as an energetic force dedicated to lighting up and outshining all darkness and bringing a greater balance of masculine and feminine energies to the earth. Its members include Jesus Christ, Archangel Michael, Achia Faith, and Mother Mary. By connecting with these cosmic beings, we give permission for our energy to be upgraded by light and to light, so that we can become an even greater vessel of purpose for the world. I really like that. You have learned so much and are now recognized all the great lessons you experience and challenges have brought you. The order of is Melchizedek is coming to you today to encourage you to continue on this path and not to give up. Even in moments of darkness and fear, there is the opportunity for you to share your light. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it's imperative for you to know you're not alone. Light is with you and within you. And by invoking spiritual support, you will be able to muster up the strength, courage, and focus you need to surmount whatever challenges you face. Yeah, 100%. I mean, we can do anything we put our mind to do. My father always said there's no such word as can't. And every time I tried to, he'd just say, "There's no such word. Look in the dictionary." And I'd look at it and I said, "There is." He said, "No, there isn't." Quinn Yin, enlightened action, choose compassion, move forward with grace. And she is beautiful. And she's got a pink lotus flower right in front of her heart. Quinn Yin, sometimes Kunyan, is a Bodhisattva, a being of pure compassion and love, who is loved the world over, especially in the East, are part of the Buddhist tradition, but are very similar to the Western concept of angels, being of light and brilliance who will do anything they can lead those who call on them into a space of peace and harmony. Queen Yin has grace and pearly white light surround her. She can help you step into an embrace of care, forgiveness, and compassion. If we have been hurt or disrespected by another person, she will help us move into a non-reactive space so that we can stay connected to the light as we move forward. If you are finding someone or something difficult at this time, the best way you can move forward is by going beyond seeking to understand why something is the way it is or someone is the way they are. It's time to move beyond the behavior or mistake or challenges that are happening around you. Don't be pulled into the misery and fear that is coming to you from an outside source. Refuse to operate on that level. Choose to take enlightened action for the sake of your own inner peace. Know that you can be compassionate and forgiving without having to excuse someone else's behavior. It's more about stepping into your own path and recognizing that you cannot allow your own wellness and peace to be affected by someone else's behavior or by the outcome of a situation that is beyond your control. Choose to move forward in your life with grace. Realize that if you allow yourself to get pulled in, it will only cause more hurt and anguish. And the best, more enlightened act you can perform is to move on with grace and forgiveness. As your North Star, the energy of Kuan Yin is here to guide you in a composed, light filled way. I like that card a lot. And this was a beautiful reading. And I was so glad that I could bring this reading to everybody. I just want everybody to know I love you a lot and hit the likey button, the magic wish button, the manifestation button, and manifest your wish. Let's play. Let's bring our inner child out in this, and we need to get balanced. So may every step in your journey be magical. And guess what? Just be you.